Hey guys, today the holidays are almost here. That means gift giving, and I did a series that I started last year called Gifts for Makers That We Wouldn't Buy Ourselves. I'm going to continue that this year with some of my favorite things and some gifts, large and small, that I think every maker needs but necessarily wouldn't buy for themselves. So let's get right into it. Okay, so favorite time of year? Well, that's debatable for some, but it's a great time for me because I like giving gifts myself. So for the maker in your life and for just the person in your life, this video doesn't necessarily focus all on makers. I've got some small businesses I want to promote. I've got some products that were my favorite things that I think are great gifts for makers that they wouldn't buy themselves. And of course, I got a little announcement about what we're doing here. All right, so first I'm gonna start off with 3 things that are pretty small. You can find these on Amazon, and again, everything I talk about in this video will be linked down below. All right, you ready? Here's the first one. This right here is called, believe this, it's a current turn-off switch, whatever you want to call it. It is basically a plug on one side, female, male on the other, and a switch. Why is that handy? Have you ever needed a switch in between 2 extension cords, or for anything that you needed to control remotely? Not remotely from your phone, of course. They do make these as smart plugs, but sometimes you just need a $10 for 4 on Amazon. These are fantastic. I use them to turn on and off the air source for the laser. You can use them for whatever you want. This is definitely a great choice and will come hugely handy in a shop anywhere. All right, number 2. This one is not necessarily for makers, but for anybody. This is what they call a Frost Buddy. This is basically a koozie, right? Keeps your cans cold. However, it does come with an insert that holds a myriad of cans. I'm going to show you a picture here, basically of everything it can hold, and you can get any type of cause or plain designs, whatever you want. I happen to like public service. I think these people put their lives on the line for all of us. I think it's great, but these are great. Third thing is whatever universe your maker in your life's tools are, whether it's Makita, Milwaukee, Ryobi, whatever, these exist for that universe, for that ecosystem. Basically, it is a USB charging adapter for one of your batteries. You've probably seen these around. These aren't that, well, they're not that rare anymore, but I guarantee you, you would be apprehensive to buy the maker in your life a new tool, but if you buy them something like this, they would definitely appreciate it. So now the announcement about here at this shop. So, hold on. Okay. You guys know that I've been making stuff for quite some time, but I've turned this into a job. Basically, I sell products online. You guys get it. And I like to offer a 25% off coupon starting right now, Thanksgiving Day, for anyone who uses this code right here. Okay? I believe I've named it Glimpse Giving 25. And I have a gift for each and every one of you that make a purchase, and this is it right here. Okay? These are maker push sticks. Okay? But here's the deal. They aren't the, here we go. They aren't the half-inch variety, real robust, push stick right here. These are what I call precision push sticks. Okay? They're very thin. They're made out of 1/4-inch material. And in case you ever need to get right up against that fence and get things going, these are fantastic. So any physical, tangible gift that you're going to buy of the maker in your life from my store, using that code, you're going to get one of these for free in that bag or in that box. I just figured it would be my way of paying it forward to you guys, and I have a ton of these, okay? I probably got about 100. So if I go over that, I just cut more, no problem. So you've got till basically the end of this weekend. On Sunday, the dates are right there. On Sunday night, the code is going to be no longer available, or I might even extend it to Cyber Monday. I don't know. Anyway, the point is that I want to give back to you guys. I want to help save you guys some money. And the people who have purchased from me before, who have put this stuff in their shops, and you know that these make great gifts. So that's the whole idea, is that really, yeah, buy it for yourself. That's all great. But what I want you to do really is think of the makers in your life that would use various products like this. All right? That's it. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Happy Glimpse Giving. And now, back to the other products. All right, I want to throw an idea out for you guys. If you buy local in your area, that's fantastic. Supporting local business is probably a great thing. Absolutely. In this community, we're kind of all over the world here. However, I do feel that it's still like buying from a local business, even when someone from Oregon purchases things from me. And I'm so so greatly appreciative of that. And there are some small businesses out there, 2 of them of which are based here, and another one that is based way out west. And I want to feature those 3 businesses here as really great gifts for the holiday. Okay, the first one is a company called Doughy Jacks. Doughy basically are, well, how do I explain this? They hand make Play-Doh sets with different figurines. You'll see everything here. Different figurines, different, I mean, you name it, different themes. It is an unbelievable thing to have at a party for children. If you have kids, these are great gifts. It's just awesome. It's such a novel idea. Everything's made with, you know, in-home ingredients, and they ship them out here. It's a small business, guys. So I just want to bring attention to something that's really cool, and go give Doughy Jacks a look. The links are going to be down below. The next small business is, well, this is a guy I actually know. His name's Joe, and he has started a company called Nerd Pens. You guys have probably seen various enamel pens online. Joe's been doing this for a little while now. He's based out of Jacksonville, Florida, and his designs are incredible. Just check this out. They are I love it, man. I love it, and the fact that he's had the success that he's had so far, kudos to him. But definitely, if my audience can check this out, I mean, I love the Ron Swanson pen. How cool is that? It's so awesome. So definitely go check out Nerd Pens and show Joe some love, and I appreciate you doing that too. And well, the third business I want to basically showcase is somebody you might be very familiar with. His name is Michael Alm. Alm Fab. He has just released a ton of these new cutting boards that he has with his pattern plywood. I am a sucker for plywood. I had a conversation with Michael the other day that, I kind of watch from afar. I mean, I consider him a friend, and we talk from time to time, but I'm a huge fan of what he's doing and what he's all about, really. And these cutting boards are beautiful. You're going to see those here as well. And the Alpine version, the kind of dragon scale Alpine version one, has sold out already, but there will be 50 more of those coming available very soon. So go check him out. These are unreal gifts for anyone in your life. Of course, he got hats and merch, stuff like that. But I really like what Michael's doing, and I just wanted to shout him out here because a lot of work goes into designing and building and figuring this whole thing out when you bring products to market. Trust me, I know. And I think it's a really great thing that he's doing, and he's just a good guy. I think the good people in the world should be rewarded. So go give him a shout out, okay? Or go give him some love on his website. All right, moving on to the other stuff. So I should have mentioned this when I mentioned this, okay? But these cords, they are fantastic, and I buy these probably 6 at a time, keep them all over the house, and that's what these are. These basically is a charge cable that on this end, the charge end, has standard USB plus USB-C, and then micro USB, USB-C, and Lightning, just in case you need it. These are great to have kind of everywhere. I'll put these in the description. Every maker has devices and things they have to charge. Oh my goodness, I think, why not? So another thing that is unreal to me as a maker that actually a viewer suggested to me after I made a video about how this feature was in an air gun. He said, just get yourself an inline air blaster. Basically, you can spray compressed air from your air compressor from this thing while your tool is attached. It is unreal. Check this out. I know I'm kind of like giddy about this stuff, but having this in the shop has been just amazing. I don't have to switch out tools to go blow compressed air anywhere. This is awesome. This will be linked in the description, and just so you know, this fitting and this fitting are separate. All right, so check this out. Depending on which one of these you get, you can get the one I suggest. Depending on which one of these you get, make sure you get the right size aperture or right size threads for your fitting. All right, one is one of my favorites that I've used for quite some time, and I've never really said anything. But I got this idea from Ron Paulk. You probably know him. He had these in his smart workshop. These are view-tainers. These are really incredible solutions to store hardware. I have them, you can see here, I have them in my shop on one of my workbenches, just kind of there. Whenever I need a screw or something, projects that you do around the house, nothing that I film really, but these are super handy, and everything's visible. Everything is spill proof. Essentially, you can just throw these around. So when I'm doing like a big project and I've got multiple screws that I have to always use, like if I'm, building the deck, or when I was putting all this plywood in here, having them in a container like this that won't go anywhere is fantastic. All right, and you know what? Last but not least, I've got to start with some pretty expensive stuff, okay? And this is for the maker who has most things, but they don't really think to buy this stuff for themselves because they don't want to pull the trigger. Now, if you can for somebody, fantastic. All right, first one is, ready? You've probably seen this all over social media. It's the Grabo. It is a game changer for me because I do with plywood all the time. You've seen it in my videos where I'll actually move some sheet goods around, but I use this all the time in breaking down plywood. It's such a relief to have this kind of a solution, and as the strength that this thing has and the amount of safety I feel that this thing actually implores is awesome. So it's definitely worth it. It's a little pricey, but this is definitely worth a gift for someone or for yourself. All right, and crazy as it may sound, the most liberating tool that I've got this year was a shop vac that was battery powered. Now again, look at the ethos that your makers are in, Makita, whatever. I have a Ryobi. I don't have Ryobi tools, but I do have some Ryobi lawn equipment, and those big 40-volt batteries go with the hedge trimmer and the lawnmower, so it made sense that it would go with this, this, what do you call it, the shop vac. But it is awesome not to have a cord tethered to where you are, especially when doing things like vacuuming out the car. The car could be parked at the end of the driveway, no cord needed. It is really the most liberating tool. You don't know until you know, and when you get one, you know. And hey, those are my favorite things that I have gotten in 2022, that I've seen in 2022, and things that I think will make great gifts for the maker or just the regular civilian in your life, right? And don't forget, guys, use code GlimpseGiving25. Get yourself a free precision push stick with any tangible good order. And of course, thank you all for just a wonderful year. This year has changed my life for the better. I've gotten into product development in the later part of last year, and this year has just been a massive ride on this roller coaster, and I've met quite a few people in this business, whether it was a customer that had a concern or whether it was people reaching out about product development. It's been really, really, it's been awesome, and I can't thank you guys enough. So again, everything I've talked about in this video is down below and in that description. And take a look. I really do appreciate it, and really check out those small businesses, because you know what, I may do a series eventually where maybe a small business Saturday once a month or something like that, where people that are, I think, in this space that are really need to be seen. And I have a smaller audience right now, and I know some people will say, no you don't, it's pretty big, but in the grand scheme of things and how YouTube works, my audience isn't all that large. But I do feel like I have the most loyal and the best audience in the world, and you guys really get behind things, and I appreciate that very much. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, and be safe, and I'll see you next week. Bye. All right, y'all want to see something funny? Check this out. How y'all doing tonight? I'm going to show you something interesting that happened here at the house. See this kid? Okay. He's a wonderful kid. However, you gotta lock things up. So I have where I'm walking right now, I have a 10 by 14 shed turned into an area for shipping. And I've upgraded some things in here. Like, I've got a new place to put my foam roll, and I've also got one of those pillow machines. And if you don't lock the door, this is what happens. Yeah. So I've got pillows for days. So if y'all want to go ahead and place an order, that would be great.